Hey, Mike.
Hey, Sean, what's up?
I have no idea how that comes across. And plus, nobody's watching, so no one's going to even see that unless they watch the recording.
That's fair.
Do you want to just hang out for a minute and just shoot the shit until we see some folks pop in so we don't have to re-explain what we're doing?
Sure. Do you want me to go get that box of beer and do an opening right now? I mean, it's not other half, but I could do it.
Sure. Is it right next to you? Is it close to you? I don't want to make you go.
It's next to the stairs.
Okay.
Right back.
So for those watching the recording, hey, what's up? Just waiting for Mike. Oh, we got a viewer! Hooray, Mike! We got someone! Quick, hurry up! No, run! No, I'm kidding. Don't.
I'm here. I'm here.
So while we wait for a few people, I know this said Other Half Pastrytown. We're gonna do a quick unboxing of what Mike got today. And it's in a pink box, and the Other Half Pastrytown stuff is pink font, so it works out.
Yeah, and they do not mess around with their delivery packaging. It is really always like before I get on camera to do these, it takes me like 5 minutes to cut these up.
Well, if you're going to ship across country or just ship beer in general, especially bottled. Well, this isn't bottled, but it's glass. But you have to make sure it's secure, or else you're.
I agree. Yeah, it's good. It makes me happy. But I started cutting stuff. I'm I don't even know where I'm supposed to be cutting. I find slots for a knife to fit, and I just stab.
And then beer just goes
Jeffrey
all over
Dahmer.
your face. Wow.
All right, there we go. I think that's it, right? Am I missing something? There we go. Okay, it's open. Holy crap.
This is the cans that you got, right? Not the Black Tuesday variant vintage?
No, this is cans. So I don't even know if I got it. I don't even know what I got anymore. I forget this stuff all the time. So I'm going to actually show kind of what this looks like here. So you saw how it looks like. It looks like a donut box.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so here's the inside lid. I lift it up. It's inside lid. And then here's what it looks like inside the box.
That's actually sick that they went all in on the packaging.
It's awesome, dude. So there's 4 beers, 2 cans of each. Plus it has 2. Crap, I can't get these out.
2 glasses that you definitely need.
Yeah, I definitely need them. Yeah. So let's go with the first one here. This is a Creme de la Creme Bourbon Barrel Aged Blonde Stout with Dulce de Leche, salt, and Madagascar vanilla beans, 11.1%. Damn. Next, Caramel on Parade, I think. Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout with vegan caramel, cacao nibs, Madagascar vanilla beans, and pecans.
I do like pecans or pecans in my stouts.
All right, next. Abuelita Special Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout with cacao nibs, cocoa powder, Madagascar vanilla beans, and cinnamon. And finally, Cherry Blossom. It's actually spelled kind of cool. Where is it? Damn it. I don't know where my camera is.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Bourbon Barrel Aged Blonde Stout with cherries, almonds, graham cracker, milk sugar, and Madagascar vanilla beans.
Nice.
How cool is that, huh?
That's awesome.
And
then the glasses. We got to see the glasses.
I'm trying to get them out of the box. There we go. So I'm going to move these out of the way. You saw what they look like. Now here's the...
that is sick, actually. That's really nice.
It's awesome. Dude, they do not mess around. And they don't mess around with prices either, I tell you that much.
No. They definitely don't. If anyone knows the brewery, you know that they don't fuck around with prices. It's just bam! $35 for a $7.50.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, that's a quick little unboxing.
Cool.
Very quick. Now we move on.
Yeah, I guess let's jump in. We have one person watching. down in the comments if you want to let us know what's going on tonight. What are you drinking? Do you have any of these? So what we're doing is Other Half did Pastrytown back in like March. So normally they do Pastrytown and it's like a live event, right? But COVID. So they did like a virtual one, just like they did with Green City. But they also let you purchase online and ship to New Hampshire where Mike is. So we ordered that treasure chest box, which had 4 4-packs and then 6 stouts. And we've been saying, and then we had a viewer comment. I totally spaced on my name right now. Of course, I should have looked that up. I'm a terrible person. But they were like, hey, are you thinking about doing a live stream so folks can drink along with you? And I was like, that's a great idea. We're going to do it. 3 months later, here we are in June, but we did it. We never said when we were going to do it. Life just gets a hold of you and just doesn't let things happen. And we finally did it. So we already reviewed free refill. So you saw that we already reviewed 2 of the base stouts. So what we have today is Mike and I both have the lager. We have the All Citra Everything Double IPA, and then we have a crazy ass, their Crunchee Berliner Weisse with, I don't know, everything but the kitchen sink in it. And then we each have one of the bourbon barrel aged beers. Instead of like doing the whole, like, let's pour some beer into a mason jar and then Mike drives it home. I was like, we have so much beer. We'll each just take a separate bottle and we'll just drink it. Cause at the end of the day, like if Mike's is great and I don't get to taste it, whatever. And Mike, and we gave Mike the one without coffee because the other 2 had coffee. So these are here. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of just start with the lager. Start slow. So this is Other Half's Lager Village. It's got a bunch of little dudes in black and white just living the best life in Lager Village, I guess. It's a Pilsner coming in at 4.8%. I believe I actually have a list of the hops. Bohemian Pils and Saz. I love Saz in my lagers. And I have my Other Half Trillium Street Green, I forget what that beer was called. Oh, so this one says brewed in the DC brewery. Interessante. So yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll just kind of talk through the beers. We're not gonna like drink them all at the same time because that would just be a mess. It's probably gonna be a mess regardless, but a little less than a mess.
So, I mean, Shaun, this looks very, very pretty. Looks like a Pilsner.
It does.
A Lager Village Pilsner, and it just has a nice gold hue and about a finger and change of head there.
I made banners.
There we go. Very professional.
No, I just went right in on the nose. It's a live stream. We can do it differently.
That smells really good. Has a nice piney quality almost too.
Yeah. So this just says
Awesome.
Pastrytown 2021. No date, but I think it was definitely March-ish. Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, I mean, it has nice piney quality. It has some like lemon peel, almost lemon rind.
Yeah.
Some grassiness. It's fucking awesome.
It does. Want to get a taste?
Let's do it, sir.
Cheers. Cheers to everyone out there.
Hey, go big or go home. Oh, I am home.
It's so cold and bubbly. I can't drink it that fast.
Oh, pussy. I mean, it's pretty good. Nothing to write home about, though, Shaun.
No, it's just a really crisp, crushable Pilsner. It may be, and this is going to sound very weird, a little too much on the sweet malty side. And I don't know if that's I guess that's maybe not where I go with my Pilsners lately. Like, it's still a very good Pilsner, but yeah, it's.
I don't find the malt to be too sweet. I think it's pretty well balanced. I just don't think it's like, it doesn't have a big punch in any way to me. It's it's not, and it's not a bad thing. It's just like sometimes. Honestly, maybe I had a low ABV beer that had a bigger hop punch a little while ago. That might be influencing how I'm looking at this.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, it's still really good. It's crushable. You can smash the shit out of it. But it's just there's nothing that's blowing me away. It's all just good.
Yeah. No, agreed. I'm gonna finish the hell out of it though.
Yeah. My positivity of how I would review this, it would be really dependent on how much I paid for it. Like if I got a 4-pack of this for like $18, I'm like,
yeah.
$11.
I wonder how much this was. Yeah. Given Other Half's relatively, they're sort of in the Trillium realm with prices, so I would think at least double IPAs they are, or hoppy beers in general. So I would think they're probably in line with Trillium's lager stuff too. And Trillium's lagers are like their House Pilsner is $11 for a 4-pack, which is really well priced. And like the other stuff usually is like 13 to 14 for those. So if it's in the same realm of that, I wouldn't be upset paying $13, $14 for this.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, and actually now I'm sort of getting like I'm sort of getting that biscuity malt thing out of there now. It's good. It's good beer.
Yeah. I think when I was thinking like too malty, I was thinking of like if I'm outside, it's a hot day, this isn't as crispy as I like it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah. It's like it's more of like an indoor fall Pilsner for me.
Wow.
I know it sounds pretentious, like I feel like an asshole, but like it
sounds snooty as shit, Sean. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it does. Story of my life.
But to be fair, Sean, I shall counter with you got this in March. March here was fucking cold. That sounds like an indoor beer to me in March, sir.
Good point. Should have drank it in March.
I counter.
I know.
I do wish I only poured half of it.
Yeah, me too. I think I should have done that too. Because I was planning on using this for that, but I guess we'll probably have to go to the Ticos if we want to.
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna finish this and then.
All right. Well, yeah. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I don't know why I'm rushing. Like I do this all. I get this thing. I'm like, oh, we got to go to all the beers because the two people that are watching need to see all the beers in like a span of 15 minutes so they can watch me shit my pants. Like, no, we can just hang out, like comments and stuff. You should check out the picture on Instagram if you're watching it, if you want a little behind the scenes stuff, because this is the most jerry rig setup in the world. I actually did you see it? Did I send it? Oh no, I sent it to the group chat. You saw it.
No. I actually like this look for your setup right now. Kind of looks cool. It's more Sean. It's more, you know what I mean?
Oh no, I like it too, but the logistics of this is a gong show. Like I could never live with this setup in my office like this. Like it's just a mess.
No, you couldn't get groceries by and everything. It'd be really tough.
Yeah, exactly. It's Friday. So I was setting up earlier. I was setting up earlier and Carrie comes in and I was like setting up the figures and stuff. She goes, "Oh, you're setting up your background." I'm like, "No, they fell over." And then she's like looked at the camera. She's like, "You gonna leave it like that?" I was like, "No, why?" She's like, "No, she's gonna change it all." And I was like, "Oh, that looks much better."
Oh, that's why you get married, Sean. Get all the best ideas because you don't have them. I don't either. So
no. So I guess while I finish mine slowly. Which one do you want to do next? That one?
Yeah, so we do this one. I mean, the one I want to try most, honestly, is that berry marrow. Actually, let's do that one first. I want to try that one first.
All right. I should probably pour half of it and give some to Carrie, actually.
Yeah. So I'll explain this one quick. So this is berry mallow crunchy. That's what the one Sean said had everything but the kitchen sink. But actually, I believe at the bottom it does say kitchen sink. So, it says Imperial granola Berliner Weisse with blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, all berries cereal. So I assume that's all berries, Captain Crunch. Marshmallow, almonds, toasted coconut, vanilla, maple, cinnamon, milk sugar, and kitchen sink. So it does have that as well, Sean.
Wonder if we're going to get that on the nose or more on the taste. And then it says Grandma's OG recipe.
This is insane. I'm really excited about this one. This is probably going to be the craziest one.
I'm just hoping that it didn't sit too long. It's been sitting cold for me.
Mine's been in the bottom of my fridge, so it's been good.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to roll it. I'm going to flip it upside down.
Yeah. So yeah, actually, this is going to open now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm pouring right in because this is what I do at home. Actually, I usually rinse them, but whatever. Classy bitch.
I just rinsed it and I drank it. I used to be really against that, and then like I never thought to do it. I was like, oh, that sounds gross. And then I saw John do it once, and I was like, you do that all the time. He goes, yeah, who cares? Like you're drinking it anyways. And I was like, it doesn't taste weird. He's like, no. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. I'm like, whatever. I guess you can't really taste it.
I didn't mean to pour half a glass. I forgot. I do that sometimes.
I don't have my Pyrex. Oh yeah, here. If anyone wants to see what's in it, hold on. No, that's not it. That's the stout. I mean, that's not the stout. That's the. There we go.
So it's really pretty. It's looks like sort of a berry Berliner, I suppose. Looks like a fruited type beer.
Oh yeah, it does.
Very pretty. It's almost like glows from my end.
Yeah, pretty much. That's wow. And the head just like gone.
Gone. What's the ABV again? Can we say 7.4?
It's 8 something. Oh, 7.4?
Yeah. Well, that's still
that was
a lot
higher.
for Berliner. Berliner's usually 3 to 4. You know.
Well, if you're looking at like Other Half double daily serving, or what do they call those? They have a name for the double ones, I think. Is it double? I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Either way, you want to get a nose?
Let's do it, sir.
Ah, there's the porcelain.
What the fuck? That is not what I expected it to smell.
It smells like everything.
It smells like vanilla granola and cinnamon.
Yeah. Is there cinnamon in this? Of course there is.
Is it? I don't remember. I read it off too. Yep, the cinnamon.
Yep. Strawberry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get strawberries. You get like some honey and maple and what the fuck? I mean, this is not what I expected. Honestly, I expected to smell something sour, something fruity, more berries. I am getting a little bit of like almost like fresh cut strawberries and stuff like that, but yeah. I'm not getting that big fruit punch. You know, it smells like a bowl of cereal.
It's made with all berry cereal, so
it's true.
Berry Mallows.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
Whoa. That is weird, but I'm not mad at it.
No. Wow. And it's got like, I was expecting the mouthfeel to be a little bit creamier because of the lactose, but it actually is a pretty full mouthfeel. I totally just got, this beer is crazy. As I was talking, I just got like, after you take a bite of cereal, and it's like that like grainy, sugary cereal, and I still have it.
Yeah. You know what it tastes like to me a little bit is, have you ever had, like, it's sort of like a breakfast bar. It's like almost like granola covered in like vanilla yogurt almost.
Yeah.
It's like almost like vanilla icing, but they call it yogurt. That's what it tastes like to me. It like a fruit, like maybe a strawberry or whatever granola bar covered in vanilla icing or whatever whatever they want to call vanilla yogurt. It's really, really nice, but very strange. Like you take a sip and it's very, very weird.
Yeah, it's whenever you see this type of stuff on a beer, you never expect to have it all, but like if you let it sit and swish around, like the raspberry is there because you get that like raspberry tartness, you get strawberries. The all berry cereal has to be that cereal I'm tasting. The maple's there. Cinnamon's there. Almonds, toasted coconut. Almonds lately, I don't really get as much. I feel like they get buried. There's just so much.
Almonds aren't a very powerfully flavored nut, you know.
You need to read what's on it.
Oh my God. Tell her good luck.
It's got, well, you didn't read it. Okay.
Well, marshmallow, I'm assuming from Mallows. I don't know a grunner.
Oh, no, read the bottom of the can in the white.
Imperial granola, Berlin Weisse, with blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, all berry cereal. Marshmallow, almonds, toasted coconut, vanilla, maple, cinnamon, and milk sugar. Trying to give people heart attacks.
Jira.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
I definitely taste the cereal.
Right, that's what I said.
That's delicious. I'm going to put this in the fridge and drink it.
Go for it.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think of the whole box, this is the one I was most excited to try, except for, you know, the banana.
Stout.
But I've had Pilsners, I've had IPAs. You know, I'm sure they're gonna be very good. I'm sure, you know, that the IPAs gonna be very good. But I wanted something bonkers. I wanted something fucking crazy, especially now. Like when we do reviews, like we do, like after a while, like, you know, Kyle said this before, like IPAs, it's not that they taste the same, but like you're sort of describing similar things. You know,
100%.
This is unlike anything I've ever had before. I can say beyond a fucking shadow of a doubt, I've never had a beer that tasted like this ever. It's fucking crazy.
It's so extreme. It's definitely like they call it pastry town for a reason, right? Like this is like you think like when you think pastry, like in beer world, you always think stouts, but no, clearly pastry sours. And I guess this is.
Well, the thing is, this is something I would expect. This is something we should expect at like at Extreme Beer Fest.
I was thinking the exact same thing. When you said I've never experienced a beer like this, I was like, I bet we've had crazy sours of this level at Extreme Beer Fest, and we just don't remember it because we were probably drunk.
Me? At
What?
Beer Fest drunk?
Oh yeah, right. You're always the sober one. I forgot. You're the responsible one. Oh, this is good.
No.
What did I get? I just got something new. I got a little bit of like the almond there. Huh.
Shaun, one time we were at a beer fest, and a brewer came over to talk to us. And I was so drunk, I thought it was security, and I tried to escape.
Yeah, it's a valid. Yeah, that did happen. If anyone's watching, if rather for one person that's watching, that did happen. And we told the story multiple times. Yeah, I would say. Oh, and you know what? Something that needs to be said about this. It's got this lovely level of tartness too. It's not like all the ingredients. It's not overpowering either. All the ingredients are there. It's not like a mess.
Mm-hmm.
It actually, the tartness then kind of balances out at the end. So I think I just wanted to throw that out there that this is very flavorful, but it's also it also plays nicely as just Berliner. So yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly, the thing about it, like that makes it so drinkable, is that it does have that sort of that tartness, but it's tart in the way that fresh berries are tart. It has that kind of tartness.
Yeah, because especially because out of the blueberry, raspberry, and strawberry, I would say raspberry is like the more tart of the three, right? So
depends on how ripe they are. You know, an unripe strawberry is pretty tart. The thing that's weirdest to me is it really it's somewhere in the somewhere in there. It tastes almost like that icing that you put on like toaster strudels.
Toaster strudels.
You know,
when was the last time you had a toaster strudel?
I was probably 12.
So we tried getting Kaylee into them, and you know how she is. She doesn't need anything. We're like she's got to like this, right? It's like filling, just sugar and then frosting. I don't like it. So like one day, Carrie and I, we had like it was one Saturday, we're hungover, like she's like, "Kids not gonna, we'll make toast." They're so good. Well, they're good. No, not they're good, but it's like I guess we're hungover. Like if I had it like midweek, like not drinking or anything like that, I'd be like, it is very sugary. But no, you're right. This is exactly like toast strudel.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. It's really, really good. It does taste like granola. It does taste like sugar. It does taste like berries. It does taste like maple. Everything that's in there, you taste minus maybe the almonds. That's the kind of the weird dicey one, you know.
Coconut, that can probably like the vanilla, the milk sugar, and the coconut probably could all blend sort of together, and you can kind of pick and choose your own adventure there. But it is crazy how this like if another brewery tried to make this, like if another like it could just feel mushy. You know what I mean? Like a giant mess. Like everything is there. You can pick it out. It's a testament to breweries like Other Half in that like have dialed in processes that they can just do something like this where you can pick out each individual. Yeah, it's.
Well, this is one of those beers I would buy a 4-pack of, and I wouldn't really mind paying $22-$24, you know.
Yeah, you look at the adjunct list and it's like this probably is not a cheap beer, like
no
to make. And you think, well, like milk sugar, vanilla, and marshmallow. Why did they have to do all three? Milk sugar, they probably did more for the mouthfeel. But vanilla and marshmallow, was there a need to do that, or is it just like, let's just go crazy?
I think that someone wanted to go crazy. It has to have been, you know, like this is just a bonkers idea. I mean, I applaud whoever came up with it, and but more than that, I applaud the execution. You know, I never had I mean, I mentioned this 3 times now. I've never had a beer like this, and something like this is where I feel like it's perfect for beer fest because you only have 2 ounces or 1 ounce. But I'm loving every sip, and I'm I'm a little more than halfway down this glass, and I'm not ready to be finished.
Oh, I keep drinking it, and I remember I'm like, I just gave Carrie the rest of the can. Damn. Actually, we do have one more can, or 2. Well, we gave Reed 1, so we have 1 more can. Right? 1, 2, Reed. Yeah, 1 more can.
All right, then we definitely
we just split it.
Yeah, we should split it.
Or do a proper review. Yeah, well, this sort of counts.
No, that's fair.
How much can we gush over it? But yeah, no. Well, I definitely
I say we do it at a cookout, man.
Yeah, I won't drink without you, obviously.
Fair enough. Thank you, girl.
Fast forward to I'm drunk one night. Look what I'm drinking.
Yeah. Fast forward to 3 hours from now.
Maybe.
I don't know why I just thought of this. This is weird. Actually, no. Think about it later. Okay. It'd be too depressing.
Oh, fair enough. I was going to say, how do you think that this type of thing is going to stay around post-COVID?
What, these like boxes being shipped?
Yeah.
It should. It allows people that like their product around the country to get it when they can't usually. Yeah. You know, like I think they should, you know, try to get back to as much normal as you can. But this stuff is cool, and people. I mean, obviously, it's doing well. You know, there's a way to do something in between, and I'm such a fan of. Like, dude, I mean, if it wasn't for COVID, I don't think I would have ever gotten brewery beer over here. Like, I mean,
we got it before, but it was very rare, very rare.
And right now, I'm ordering things I want, not taking what I can get.
Right, 100%. Yeah, so and it's like it depends on obviously where you are. I think it depends on it's like two factors, right? It's like the state the brewery's in, and then the states that will allow that state to ship beer, which is why Mike can get Other Half shipped to New Hampshire, but he can't get, you know, Massachusetts beer shipped to New Hampshire, which is weird. Or Foam can ship everywhere else except for New England states. It's such a weird thing, but like Trillium stopped doing their like local deliveries, like no fee for shipping. They'll just deliver the beer to you in a van. Other Half still doing it locally in New York. Trillium's still doing UPS shipping, but I think it's like a $25 shipping cost to get your beer. But honestly, like for me, it doesn't make sense. Like once they stopped the Trilvery, the local stuff, I was like, I'm not going to pay UPS to get, because I can just go there. I did do it a couple times during COVID for the stouts, because the stouts are like crazy and they weren't doing it for that, but whatever. But for someone that can get Trillium in whatever other, I think they're shipping to, I don't know, but they're shipping, I think Ohio or something like that. They're shipping Kentucky, I think was one of them or something like that. There was like some weird states that they're doing, like the liquor laws are fucking strange, right? So for that, yeah, that's awesome. And Other Half, like we would never get Other Half on the shelves here, like ever. And like now we can get, we technically could order whenever we want, but we've only ever ordered Green City and this, because at the end of the day, we are sort of in New England Central, where we don't really need to get other brewery stuff, but this type of stuff is special.
I just bought a whole bunch of beer I really wanted, and I have no room to put it in my fridge.
That's why when you asked if I wanted to do the same thing, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to be strong. I don't know where that willpower came from, by the way. I have no idea. I still don't know, but
there's no willpower. You just have nowhere to put it. That's not willpower. That's just life.
Yeah. And I knew you were getting 2 cans each, so I'm just going to mooch off you. This is the part of the live stream where you pull all those cans out and you just butt chug them right now in front of me.
Why can't I just mouth chug them, Shaun?
How are you gonna taste it?
Oh my God. Fair enough.
Yeah. But no, I really hope that they keep doing this, because like Notch, for me, I love getting Notch shipments, and yeah, Notch is like 45 minutes from me, but just going to Salem is kind of a pain in the dick.
Salem is horrible to drive through. Like I think it's funny that like Salem's not like a big city. Like if anyone knows, Salem's not like a big city. It's not a small city, but it's not like Boston. It's not like, it's maybe like a smaller Worcester kind of. Oh, I guess no one knows what Worcester.
Yeah, like the side streets are like the size of this, right? Like this much. They're like this big. So yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's an old city. But the thing is, like, to get there sucks, because you take 128, 95, whatever you want to call that. It goes down to touche, Matt. Touche.
Matt wins. He's right. So you're gonna pull out one of those cans or not? The viewers demand it. No, I'm kidding. I was making like actually I shouldn't have said I'm kidding. I was gonna just check it. But but yeah, you're right. Salem is not something you wanna.
It's a great place, though. I keep saying I'm gonna go over. I want to hit up Notch. I want to hit up the cidery they have up there. There's a restaurant. There's a restaurant that you met me at before for a Chan's birthday.
I've been there a few times. No, that place is great. No, and now all those places are open regularly, and Notch is open for everything now at the bar. So I say we just hit that up the next couple weeks, because I did the stupidest thing. Like they released their 11th anniversary lager, which I forget the name of it. It's completely unpronounceable, but it was like, it means in Czech like half dark, half light. So it's like an amber lager, but not really an amber lager. And I remember last year when they released Destica. I'm probably like brutalizing that one. That was their 10th anniversary lager. I loved it. I bought like, I ordered 2 shipments of it. It was so good. So I'm dying to get this. And when I went to go order it online, that was the only beer they had. Like they didn't have anything else available for mail order. And I was like, all right, last time stuff usually lasts with Notch, right? So I waited for another release, and I was waiting for, they just released a pale ale, and I'm like, perfect. I'm gonna get 2 4-packs of the lager and a 4-pack of the pale ale. The lager. And it's not even there for curbside pickup.
Oh, that's so shit.
They still have it on draft, but you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
and they just released a bottle, brewery only, curbside bottle of from their Vol project, the Hef. Did you really get a third glass and you didn't tell me to get a third glass?
I didn't. I just don't have. It was on the table because I almost used it in a review last week, so it's just still down here. And then I don't feel like I don't want to leave the stream to rinse out my glass. I have no other way to rinse. So you have ways to do it. So I will be shady.
This is gonna taste
like Shaun
fruit
is in
roll.
real life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this butt chug is better than mouth chug is hilarious. I can't stop staring at it on screen.
Yeah, it's still, I'm keeping it there.
Fair enough.
So this is all Citra everything. I'm pretty sure we've had this. We may have even reviewed this.
I think you're right.
Correction. We've definitely reviewed all Citra everything. We definitely probably haven't reviewed the HDHC version, which is their not double dry hop, but they call it high density hop charge. But I think it's like those I think it's concentrated Citra or something like that, like lupulin powder or whatever you want to call it. But this is 8.5% all Citra. This beer was canned. This actually has a can on date. Ace in the Face, 3/9/2021. Today is June 11th, 2021. So we're at April, May, June. We're at a little over 3 months. But we've had other half beers that still hold their own.
All the other half beers I've ever had, I think about this, going forward, I think the ones I'm going to remember best is there was that strawberry guava Berliner or something, some sort of sour.
Oh, yeah.
That's one I never, ever forget. And this fucking monstrosity, I'll never forget either.
Now, when you're saying other half beers you'll never forget, do you strictly mean non-stouts? Because we obviously have other half stouts that I like.
Yeah, no, the stouts are awesome. I don't mean that. It's not even the best ones. It's the ones that I was like, what the fuck am I drinking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The ones that left the biggest impression, it's not that their stouts aren't awesome, because I assure you, the one I'm going to have shortly, it's going to be awesome because their stuff is just great. And honestly, they don't do anything wrong. All their beers I've ever had, I've never really had a really trashy, shitty other half, But I've had really good pastry stouts. I've had very good, high, adjunct stouts. Like this thing, I didn't like it. And that strawberry guava, whatever the hell that was, I don't remember what it's called.
Yep.
I remember what the can looked like. That was just absolutely spectacular. So there's certain things that just leave an impression, whether it's the best beer you've had by them or not, doesn't matter. It's the ones that you sort of remember the best.
Nope, 100%.
So
this looks like a hazy IPA.
it certainly does. I have about a 3/4 of a finger, half finger of head, and it's sort of golden color. Not like
yours yours looks way different on camera than mine. For the first time ever, mine looks more on camera than yours does.
See, weird. Mine looks like this to me.
Oh, seriously?
I wonder if it's the glass.
Did you swirl it? You did. You rolled it, right?
Fucking IPA. No.
The floaties.
Oh, my bad. I don't give a fuck. So,
sure.
Let's get a nose.
That smells like Citra.
That smells like Citra, yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, it smells just like smashed oranges and smashed peaches. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, that is explosive. It's a big hit of Citra. It's just ultra concentrated Citra, almost like what I used to think Julia smelled like before I realized that this other beer smelled better. My bad.
And it's got a little bit of vanilla too, vanilla sweetness, or I don't know. I don't think. I think it's unless they say they give it the like the dream treatment. I don't think that means. I think there's no lactose unless they say dream is their way to say lactose. Yeah, but no, everything you said is this smells. If for 3 months, this smells ridiculous.
Yeah, this smells fresh.
Want to get
No,
taste?
and that one of my real quick, one of my favorite things I do with them is their IPAs sort of linger in ways that some breweries that just don't, you know.
Agreed.
Even
Agreed. No,
even
yeah.
breweries I really love. Yeah.
Oh no, I know what I know what you're talking about. Oh, Douglas is awake.
Oh shit!
Hey man, what time is it?
Isn't it like
it's only
1 in the morning there?
12. Well, it's probably like 12. It's 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
Or is it 7 with? Oh, well, cheers. Cheers, Matt.
Cheers,
Douglas.
Doug.
You also said, "Hey, Matt."
Interesting. Okay, now this tastes sort of like what the can tells you it's going to taste like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's certainly very good, but it's like after something like, I know it's a different style, I get that, but after something like this is just sort of like, okay, this is a big supercharged IPA.
And it's also 3 months old, so I feel like it is supercharged and it's got that nice bitterness. It's got some flavor, but
it also has a weird chalkiness to it, a little bit of chalkiness.
Yeah, yeah. I would think this beer probably would have been great, and it's like not super fresh, but even a month old. Because like I find when I've noticed when we ever did Other Half beers, we usually get them. The most we've ever done it, like the longest ever, probably like a month and a half. And some of them were like still banging. Like I bet this beer had that.
Yeah, but I honestly I don't think this is gonna be too much different than what we were sort of would have gotten a little while ago. It sort of is indicative of just having a lot of hop particulate in here. I don't think it tastes chalky. It has almost like chalky mouthfeel and such. It's just a lot of particulate, you know.
So 12:40.
Yes.
On a Friday, you could say that light. That light is way too bright.
Yes. No, Shaun, you know that balls 40 is 12:40.
Yes, I said 12:40 before I even saw the 12:40 thing. I can read military time if it's easy like that.
It's not military time. It's called 24-hour clock, the proper time. I win.
I'd be willing to adopt it if the whole country did too. I'm okay with it. Metric system.
Yeah, I think we should just adopt all that shit. Make it easier on the rest of the world. You know, and we can leave the dumb even further behind.
The dumb are just dumb, and that's never going to happen. They won't get.
So, I mean, this actually it has a nice amount of like orange and peach. This is the thing I get out of Citra generally. It's not super juicy. It's more like more pithy.
Yeah.
But it has a nice bitterness to it, which I guess would go with the whole pithy thing. But it's bitter in ways that a lot of times with IPAs with Citra don't really get.
Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it. Because it's still super soft, and that peachiness. I didn't think of the peachiness. There's like that peach is right up in there.
Oh yeah, honestly, the peach is more forward than even the citrus. Honestly,
yeah,
the peach is the biggest note here.
Yeah, you're right. And I think, from what I remember of this beer, or just Other Half Citra beers in general, like they usually have that more. This doesn't have as much yeast characteristics as some Other Half IPAs. Usually with Other Half IPAs, you kind of get that yeastiness. This is just really, it seems like the hops are kind of really the front of the show.
Yeah, but I mean, it does say high density hop charge. I mean, this is, I guess, what we should have expected, you know?
Yeah. Oh, we have more comments. Sorry. Oh, geez. I'm drinking a lager. Oh, you responded. Oh, and responded as both. That's cool. So Douglas is drinking a lager. Oh, a macro one. Which one? we need to know, or the world needs to know. Sometimes macro lagers are pretty good. High Life, for example.
Yeah. I hope it's a macro that we don't know. Like something that's like strictly European, because that'd be awesome.
I hope it's Miller Lite. Oh no, that wouldn't be European, but yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what's a European macro? Carlsberg?
Carlsberg, probably. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think of like, is Polliner, is that a European macro? You know?
Yeah, I think so. But Polliner you can get here though. Brand Pilsner. Yeah, no idea, dude.
Yeah.
What's Brand Pilsner? So yeah, what's Douglas? What's Brand Pilsner? I'm gonna Google Brand Pilsner now.
Just like I think of like Carlsberg and I think of like Polliner. Those are like sort of very easy to get here. If those are macro European, like dude, they're so much better than American macros.
Brand is
fair
owned
enough.
by. Okay, cool.
How is it?
Well,
Douglas?
yeah, since you're drinking it, I imagine it must be relatively good, right? Like,
Listen, Shaun, you drank a Blue Moon last week. Don't tell me like what people drink is good or not good.
that Blue Moon was great. The brand is called Brand. Yep.
Yeah.
Is brewed with more hops. It says gives the Pilsner a unique, powerful taste. Of course. The junkie is like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Well, I wonder. So is that like more of a beer that's brewed by, like, they still brew it locally, and then so it's just owned by them, because that's how, because Pilsner Urquell is still brewed only at that one brewery. So even though they're owned by, I don't know how they fucking scale. Then again, I guess Pilsner Urquell isn't as readily available, maybe.
It's funny that because I had a Pilsner Urquell a couple weeks ago when you came over. Obviously, you brought it.
Yeah.
I had not had one since I was maybe like 19 or 20. Last time I had it, I can tell you, we were at that place we used to party sometimes over off Broadway Street. I'm not gonna name names. Sort of near the college.
Oh,
on the third floor. On the third floor. That's the last time I had it. I bought a 6-pack. I bought. Well, I guess I used to buy beer for us because I had a beard back then. But I don't know if I bought it or if someone's got it for me. But last time I had it was, I was not 21, and when I had it a couple weeks ago, it was tasted the exact same way I remembered. It was very, very strange. Most things I had back then I try now. I'm like, This one was like, yeah, pretty much.
It's funny. It was way more like, not a crispy boy either. It was very like,
no, it's sort of sweet and malty.
Yeah. Did you see the link I sent you? That site did like a blind taste test of 9 Pilsners. I sent it to the group chat. No one responded. Clearly, no one reads my stuff in this group chat. I'm just there to find
it. Because everything you send is stupid.
Yeah, makes sense. But that got it out of the blind. Jack Savvy Post Shift was on there as well. And a few of the breweries I didn't know.
I would not pick that. I can tell you right now, out of a blind, I would not pick that as my top Pilsner. I mean, not even a chance.
If it was the dry hop version, probably that's really good. But like the Pilsner Urquell,
I never had that.
After having the Pilsner Urquell, like, and then having like just like crispy lagers, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that would come across.
Or than that one. Sorry, better than Pilsner Urquell. Sorry, the Pilsner
Urquell. Oh yeah,
fans.
for sure, dude. That day when I saw that, I was really excited to get that, to try it. What's your favorite macro lager?
American. Because we have to be very specific, because that's how we know. For me, my favorite, it's not the best. My favorite is Miller High Life.
Same for me.
The best is probably Miller Lite, though.
The best, yeah. Well, we did the blind, right? Like, we should try to do that blind again to see. But if someone put, like, if Miller High Life, Miller Lite were in a blind, you could easily pick out. Like, that's not a fair.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I don't mean that. But there's still macros. I mean, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I'd still definitely pick High Life. But yeah, I think probably the most well constructed, probably High Life, yeah. I mean, sorry, probably Miller Lite.
Mm-hmm. High Life. The thing is, when someone says you're talking about a favorite, it's not about the overall quality. It's sort of like the way it makes you feel.
Yeah.
It makes you feel. Like that time we went up to that beach house a few years back, like maybe like 6-7 years ago, and we got a big ass box of High Life, and it just, dude, it just tastes like good times. Doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
Just tastes like good times.
I don't know. I think it tastes good, but maybe that's because I drink it and I think of the good times. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no, it's yeah, and you don't see it on draft anymore, which is kind of depressing. Like, if I saw it on draft, I'd be like, I'm going all the time.
No, you would not. On draft, that beer is awful.
Oh, well, that's probably because, well, okay, the beer is probably awful because the place that has it on draft probably doesn't clean their tap lines.
No, you and I had it at a place when we were 21-ish in Fitchburg.
I can't believe you're remembering this.
No, because it was that bad.
And was this the bomb shelter?
No, that bomb shelter is in.
Oh no, I know Fitchburg. Yeah, I remember.
Bomb shelter's in Manchester.
Right. But Fitchburg was for a show. Yeah.
But yeah, we all went. It was me, you, Sean, I think Craig Macklin. It was either, I think it was after a Manifest show. Yeah. We got there and we got it because they had $4 pitchers. So we all got a pitcher and we all left the pitchers on the table. And I had it again maybe 10 years ago. That's how old I am. And it tasted exactly like that. I was like, fuck this. Because I like it in cans. It's a good beer in cans. Oh, it's good enough in cans.
Yeah, no, it's good, and yeah, I like it in bottles too, but yeah, either way, I feel like my lighting is really bad right now. That's too dark. There's no happy medium here. That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Right.
Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more. Just more. It's because you're leaning into the light. Sit back. Sit back. Muy bien. That looks good.
Cool.
I like it.
So I'm really excited because the Netherlands craft brewers are now starting to make more craft lagers. Woot! Yeah, definitely, dude. That's what they're doing here too. Like, they've been doing more and more lagers. It's been crazy, and I think that's really where craft beer seems to be going lately. Is everyone wants to drink more lagers? Like, I think everyone's getting not sick of the haze, but they want something a little bit more drinkable.
What it's doing is it's giving options now instead of all being haze.
Yeah.
You know, because the haze is still fucking there everywhere.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, when you think about it, like, I'm basing this off of local breweries, New England breweries. The first brewery to do it here was probably to do it here in a noticeable way was probably Night Shift when they released Nightlight, maybe. Many years ago.
What, we're trying to imitate the macro lager?
Yeah. But like, no, there were a lot, but back then, like, but even back then, there weren't that many craft pilsners or craft lagers. There were, like, obviously Idle Hands had some, right? Fine, fair enough. You're right. I'm an idiot.
Oh no, there's still not an overabundance. But I'm saying Jack Savvy was making like awesome fucking lagers for years.
but back then, Jack Savvy was more like Hoponius Union, Framing Hammer. Like, well, I don't think the House Lager or anything like that were as popular as they were today.
No, but they were making them. Those weren't like
fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's the thing is I think if you want to turn a macro drinker into a craft guy, you start with Jack Savvy. You have to. Like House Lager is it's like sort of like a macro beer on steroids. It's crisper, it's better, it has more of a punch, has cleaner finish. It's just a better beer than any of those macro lagers.
Yeah.
Unless we have a blind and we choose otherwise.
We need to do that. Apparently, we definitely need to do. Speaking of what I was saying about Nightlight, Night Shift is discontinuing Night Heavy.
Oh, interesting. Must not sell.
And they were selling 12 packs for $5 at the brewery to get rid of the stock. At that point, I would have been like, if I was closer, I'm like, okay, I'm going there.
Yeah, me too. But I've been down there. Driving night shift is just a pain in the ass. I don't like going down there if I can avoid it.
Yeah, same. Now I'm just playing with colors.
Yeah, I know. So let's move on to the
Think about all
sunset.
the. I was gonna say, think about all the colors we can do down the basement once we finish the studio. All right, we're moving on to the stout. Okay. All right. So, Mike, what's in yours?
Beer.
Okay. Mike has beer in his.
So, bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout with maple, cinnamon,
Shit.
pecan, and milk sugar.
I don't have a bottle opener.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Sean. You need to get on the fucking level of Mike Gendron.
I do. So entertain the crowd while I somehow get across this jungle gym I created for myself.
Well, the level of Mike Gendron is not entertaining. This is how that rolls.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one
You know,
right here on
Mike-
my desk.
Good, because I was already ran out of material.
See, like, my name's Mike Gendron. Thanks. Good night.
Let's see here.
I was listening to speaking of running
There's
out
a
of material.
fella named Sam Smalley named Hi from Australia, dudes.
Oh, hey man. Hey Sam.
Oh,
So what
Smalley.
time is what time is it in Australia?
Shit.
It's fucking late. It's like 7 a.m., right?
I don't know. Listen. What
Local
time is it in
time.
Australia? I'm sure there's several time zones, but
8:55 a.m. in
8:55.
Sydney. Yeah. Shit. Well, good morning, Sam. If you're drinking with us, nice. Because you can't day drink if you don't start in the morning.
Sean, what's in your bottle?
Beer.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Good. All right, mine has. So here's what it says in the front. Actually, I'll show you the label real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Maple bourbon barrel aged Imperial Stout with coffee, coconut, cinnamon, and waffles, coming in at a 16.5%.
See, Sean, you have one with waffles, and that's bullshit.
What do you have in yours?
Not waffles.
Well, if you like coffee, you know.
I suspect that I could tolerate this beer, Sean.
Well, guess what? You'll never know.
Douglas,
Whatever.
this is the reason why. Sean's just trying to embarrass me. That's why.
Why? I actually said earlier, remember to put a bottle open on the table. Remember to put a bottle open on the table. And here we are. I just finished. Oh, wow. I just finished
His night shift, not beer, like actually working a night shift.
Oh, sorry, Sam. Yeah, we were literally just talking about the night shift brewery near us, which is called Night Shift, so I got confused. But no, that's awesome, dude. Cheers.
Dude,
Douglas
there
said cheers, too.
there was a bar near where I lived in Hawaii. When I lived in Hawaii, it was always open stupid early when it wasn't supposed to be. And after horrible nights, I would literally just pull in the parking lot. I would drink as much beer as I could in like 15, 20 minutes. I'm talking about like 6 or 8 beers. And then get in my car and drive home. This way, by the time I got home, I'd be kind of drunk.
That's smart. And then you pass out.
Yeah, it was good. Good times. I miss it. Not Hawaii,
Well,
but,
just
you know,
drink a bunch of beers at home. I guess there's something to be said about drinking a beer at home and drinking the beer sitting at a bar. Exactly.
Just different. I told you last week, whatever. I went down to and drank at a bar for the first time in fucking. I mean, since the pandemic. And you said, "Why are you drinking at a bar?" I'm like, "Because I want to." Like,
Then I was like, "Yeah, it was a silly question."
Yeah, and and honestly, I had such a good time. All the beers they had, I had only stuff made at the bar. It was like a brew pub, and everything was really good. It was honestly, I had such a good time. And then Chan came pick me up, and because it was, you know, I didn't see if there was any
I was
Ubers,
like, "There are no Ubers."
I didn't check. But given the last time you came from my house, I assumed there were going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
This
what does
beer
yours
looks
look
like a
like, Sean?
It looks like yours.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, it looks like motor oil. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And yours is 16.5% too, right?
Let's find out.
Wait, you didn't actually read yours though. You didn't actually officially read yours. You just made a joke and then you didn't read it.
No, I read the contents.
Oh, did you? Okay, so here's I'll put it up on the screen because I have both. So Mike's is on top, mine's on the bottom. Story of my life.
So mine is maple, cinnamon, pecan, and milk sugar, and it is 16.5%.
Yep, so 69% for me too. So I would guess if I was making an educated guess, the base is the same, right?
I mean, I would say probably based on the fake numbers I came up with to describe the ABV.
Yeah.
What's
your smell like?
Smells like a candy bar.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I mean, it smells like a candy bar with a little bit of cinnamon, because cinnamon's not a common ingredient in candy bars.
Mine smells like maple, chocolate, some coffee, ethanol.
Yeah, it does have a big hit.
If you huff it, yeah.
Yes, sir. I mean, the thing is, like, I can pick out nuttiness. I can pick up maple. I can pick those things out, but it isn't strongly pecan. It like you could probably get away with not saying maple. It could be like some sort of sugary component. It's not the same way that the berry Mallow Crunchee, the way that was so different.
Sam said I've had some rad US stuff. Yeah, Other Half Adroit Theory. Why do they ring a bell? Where are they from? Are they from North Carolina? I'm probably wrong.
I think I've had
brewery, Finback, Mountains Walking, Humble Forager, Green Cheek. I've heard of Green Cheek. Houston Mountains here lately. It's been great. Oh, that's cool that they're coming out there. And now, are those all like what style of beers? Are they stouts, IPAs? I'm curious to know because like I would be interested to see it if like those breweries are shipping out their hop beer stuff. Or better question, are you trading for it or are they just showing up?
And Adroit Theory is in Virginia, and then Douglas is just putting up the obvious here. Sorry, Sean.
Some people make
he got you.
Douglas. They're supposed to be soulless gingers together. See, soulless gingers forget bottle openers. Oh, now he's going to comment and go, well, I'm a soulless ginger and I don't forget a bottle opener and I'm going to be just sitting here in silence. Do you want to take a drink of this beer?
As soon as I'm finished being embarrassed by you. Yeah, let's do it.
Fair enough.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, folks. A bit of everything IPA, stout, sours. Nice. That's awesome.
Holy crap, Sean.
This is as I would expect a barrel aged Other Half Stout to be. You know what I mean? Like,
and it tastes every bit of 16.5%. This one coats the whole mouth. You take a sip, even a small one, and it coats everything. Just this oily flavor bomb.
It's motor oil in a glass.
With a hint of carbonation. Just a hint. How's the coffee coming through on that one?
A lot. You would hate it.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Yeah. So this is the coffee one. The other one we have, so we have two left. One barrel aged that has espresso and something else. But the reason I picked this one specifically was because it had most of the same adjuncts that Mike had. It had the cinnamon. Does yours have coconut?
No.
It had the cinnamon. In the maple. In the maple. Now, does yours say maple bourbon barrel aged?
No, it just says Imperial Stout with maple.
Okay, so this is maple bourbon barrel aged stout. So what this was it was maple was first aged in the bourbon barrel. then they aged the beer in it. So it was second. So yeah, this was the closest to Mike's. So the espresso one had a bunch of other adjuncts that didn't relate to what Mike's was. I was like, let's try to pick the same thing. So we have that left, and then we also have one with like Thai banana and some other stuff, which not barrel aged, which we wanted to save for so that we can actually split it next time we're together. No, but Other Half Stouts, these are just special. What are your favorite lager breweries over there at the moment? From a local perspective, I'd have to say Notch, right? Like Notch does everything right. They're out of Salem, Massachusetts. They're relatively small. They're just opening up a new spot. They're finishing up. It should be open in the next month or so in Brighton, Massachusetts, which I don't expect people outside of Massachusetts to know what that is. Salem, I think people know Salem, Massachusetts, Salem witch trials and stuff like that. But no, Notch is just doing everything right. Jack's Abbey, I think more people know about. And Jack's Abbey's great too. Like they do a lot of stuff, and they do it's all lagers, right? And then they have like their sister arm, which does ales called Springdale. But Jack's Abbey's lagers are just outstanding as well. They're super dialed in. They do way more variety than Notch, and I think they pump out more barrel than Notch does. Like when it comes to it, like they're way more just distributed. When it comes to Notch, like you're gonna have to go to the brewery to get a lot of their stuff or get it shipped. They do distribution, but I think that stuff's contract brewed. But Jack's Abbey, they're pumping out all their own stuff. Like they have so many different lagers, but they're like more hoppy, and like the more hoppier stuff I think is the more well received stuff, because people want hoppy stuff and they're like, oh, let's get the lager game in, you know what I mean? Mike, what about you?
No, I would have said, honestly, I wouldn't have changed my answer. Same thing. I would have said Notch 1 and Jack's Abbey 1A.
Yeah.
You know, I love their Citra Brow, their Nelson Brow. Those are awesome. I love their house lager. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I did like their IPL for a while. I just think I've had it too many times. It's just not what I want anymore.
Same. They're because like with the Brow series, they'll do Citra Brow, Nelson Brow, what else? Galaxy Brow. And they have like a mix pack here that's called Cut Through the Haze. It's just like a bunch of like dry hop lagers, and they're really good. For non-local, the old Mecklenburg stuff that I've had down in North Carolina has been really great. Mike and I reviewed Captain Jack recently. OEC Brewing, the stuff we've had from Fox Farm has been really, really great.
That stuff was awesome. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Triple Crossing, right? Connecticut, yeah. Triple Crossing in Virginia makes some really great stuff. There's a lot of like, and that's all real East Coast when I think about it. Like I don't really know or haven't come across much stuff West Coast wise or even Midwest that I can think of that screams it. Finback again, but Brooklyn, right? So East Coast, but the Finback stuff that I've been getting has been absolutely phenomenal. Like they've been like lagers dry hopped with Citra and like wine grapes. It's like crispy butter the next level.
Good stuff.
Sam, what Jack's Abbey did you end up having? And then hoppy forward lagers. I don't know. I'm kind of weird with hoppy forward lagers. But I think for me, when I'm drinking lager now, I kind of want it for a lager to get away from the haze. But that being said, like we just said, Jack's has been doing that like dry hopped lager with single hops. That's really, really good. And their post shift Pilsner, which I love, they have a dry hop version of that, which is out of this world, like delicious. It's dry. I don't even know what it's dry hop with, and you can only get it sometimes. But it's probably one of my favorite beers that they do. Originally, it was brewery only, and then they started putting it on distro. And it's delicious.
I like my lagers, and actually, real quick, I never had that dry hop post shift. I had post shift. Post shift very good.
Oh, I think you've had dry hop post. I think you have.
Interesting. Was it one of the at your house?
Probably, yeah.
Right, when
Just
you
like
cook
drinking
out, yeah.
shooting the shit or whatever.
I
nice.
sat around. Oh, nice, awesome.
Yeah.
Good beers. Fair enough.
Yep, both delicious.
Yeah. Well, no, I remember one cookout. I was at your place. I think it was pandemic time. Wearing masks and all that shit.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, but we were. And I think I was drinking a bunch of nice shit. Of Jack's Abbey. There's a bunch. You had a whole shitload. All awesome
Yeah.
stuff.
They just, and it's so easy to get, which is the best part.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it. So this one here, to get back to what we were drinking.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because it does coat the mouth. It does sort of linger, but it does dry up pretty clean in a weird way. But mine does. I don't know if it's because coffee for me really sticks around in a way that it's kind of unpleasant.
No, it's sticking around for me. Like you can get, like as it finishes, there's like coffee. It's like sort of like a mocha cappuccino. It's like the coffee bitterness is there, and there's just chocolate.
This one does have sort of like sort of German chocolate cake kind of quality. In its sort of like fudginess and stuff. I know there's like I don't have any coconut in it, but I can sort of taste coconut in a weird way, like German chocolate cake. But it's very rich. That's not good. Something fell over under the table. I'm really, really into this. This beer is going to get smashed up, and so will I apparently in shortly. But it has just a really, really nice, rich flavor. And the only thing cutting through is that ethanol. Ethanol is drying it right up.
It is very boozy. Like I will definitely say it's very boozy. This will be a sipper, but yeah, it will F you up. But I'm getting like dark fruits with like a lot of like the coconut really comes through as well as the maple. There's a whole bunch of maple. When I see stuff arrive here, I must have it because it's rare as fuck. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I would too. And especially I think the lagers would probably last. Like I'm wondering how quick the shipment to us really is too. It's probably going to be, I would think a week. I would think maybe. So it's probably relatively fresh. Sorry to get up. No, this is why it's a live stream. We're not here to we're just here to shoot the shit and yeah. There's no off topic. We can bring ourselves off topic, which we'll probably do very soon.
Yeah. Shaun and I don't stay on topic. We just don't. This is not
ever. Ever. Cheers, Douglas. Talk to you soon.
Cheers, Douglas.
Yeah, this is.
No. Is Douglas the most unassuming nice guy in beer tubing? Like all of us could be weirdly not catty, but we can be sort of like fucked up and harsh. You know what I mean? And Douglas is always so pleasant. I've never seen him be like kind of shitty, you know?
So what you're saying is he's Kyle before we got to know him.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What did Sam say? Sweet. Beers and banter it is then. 100%, dude.
Yeah. Sam, Shaun and I were both in our late 30s. We've known each other since we were 14. Like literally since the first day of high school is when I met Shaun. The banter is all we have. This is why we're friends.
Yeah, that's all we got. But no, you're probably right. He probably is the nicest. Yeah, maybe. Hope Kyle's not watching to hear that one. Kyle, if you're watching the recording, it was all Mike.
To say someone's the nicest doesn't mean other people aren't nice, Shaun.
I know. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Out of all the beers we had today, on camera, four.
Okay.
What was the best?
It's hard, man. It's between this and the Crunchee, right? Like it has to be.
Yeah, I think that this is very good. I mean, we have different beers, so to be fair, I think Crunchee was better. If not better, it's definitely something I would recommend first. To a beer drinker, I would say, holy shit, you need to try this fucking Crunchee because it's fucking it's so crazy. This is something that I can say, hey, we have this stout. It's really good. You've had something like this before, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. 100%. Yep. You know what? Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right. Like this, we could have had before many times, and that's not a knock. This is freaking fantastic. It is up there with Other Half that stouts that we had, because if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that we blow Other Half stouts like a lot, like a lot. Like we really love them. But Sam says I'm in my late 30s too. I started following you guys a while back. Okay, so then you know that when we review Other Half stouts, we kind of suck at it. Not even sure how I stumbled across you. Maybe Trillium Other Half reviews. Probably, because there was a period of time where we were doing a lot of Other Half reviews. Like we were, and Trillium clearly because we're local to them, so we do a lot of them. But Other Half we were doing for a while because I was actually trading a lot of Trillium for Other Half. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're here. This is awesome. And to hear that you're getting sweet Jack's Abbey your way. Like, is that a normal thing? Like, how often is it? Like, do you get full 4-packs, or do you like just get like cans? Is it draft? Like, that's more the interesting thing I would think of. Because when it comes to Australia beers, do we get any Australian craft beers here that you think of?
Not that I know of. No.
We got about a bunch of hops.
We get a lot of Australian product in our beer. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And New Zealand, like I don't know if you want to say New Zealand or say Kiwi product. I don't know. I don't even know what the word is.
Probably racist, what you just said there, but whatever.
No, I mean I hung with a bunch of Kiwi Submariners in Singapore, and they didn't mind being called Kiwi. It wasn't like anything weird.
Oh.
Not to them. They were very drunk. We did a sort of a drinking game with them, or a lot of drinking games with them, and the Americans lost every single time. And we had, on the same deployment, we had some Aussies with us. We had I think maybe 4 or 5 of them with us on our
in the sub
for like yeah.
Oh.
We had a sonar guy and a couple of what they called stokers, which is sort of similar to what I did. Those guys, they can fucking drink. They made us all look like wimps.
I have a question. This is way off topic, and it's probably I don't know if I'm gonna bore people, but more editing death. So when you had them on the sub with you, like other folks from other countries, military, what was the purpose? And I'm not asking for like a classified reason. Like, did they do that stuff on the sub? Like, did they do their way, or were they just there to get traveled to the next?
No, they were just there. I don't know why they were there. I suppose they were there. Like, we had a sonar text and shit like that. They were just doing. I don't know.
And they would do work. They weren't just there getting just getting traveled someplace. Okay, that's cool.
Nope, they were working. Yeah, it was horrible. I hated when anyone was on board the boat that wasn't American. I hated it, every one of them. No, I don't mean hate the people, because everyone we had was very nice. But the thing is, because what we had on our ship is a nuclear submarine, because nuclear, right? They weren't allowed to be in the engine room. They can only be in the forward compartment, whether that means anything to you or not. But the engine room is where the reactor and all that shit was. So they can go in case of emergency. It'd be like a fire or some shit. They can go back, but then there has to be like a weird, like, sort of like they would have to like, I don't know what the word is right off the top of my head because I'm fucking half in the bag right now. But like where you have like sort of like debriefing, you'd have to like debrief them on basically what they saw or didn't see. So all cigarette smoking back then. I guess there's no smoking now, but there was on board ships then. It was
You could smoke in a fucking submarine?
Yes. In one
Like
area.
if it was underwater.
Yes, sir.
Where does the smoke go?
Yep.
How the
But
fuck does that work?
but smoking was allowed in what's called the shaft alley, which is the furthest aft of the ship.
Yeah.
But if you
Filled
were
with fucking torpedo tubes.
well, if you were the torpedo tubes are all the way forward. But if you were on if you were like not like an American submariner, you couldn't go aft. So they would have places on the forward compartment where you could smoke, and where they're smoking was where I had to fucking work. It was horrible.
Did they just hate you because they just knew that you hated smoke?
Oh, I would talk so much shit to them and tell them how fucking stupid they were. I did it continuously. Say, you fucking gross pig. I would say fucked up shit to those people. I don't give a fuck if they were like, we had a what's called a Tiger Cruise, where we had like people from like my dad came on. My dad came underway with us, and
oh really?
My dad smokes. Yep.
Your dad went under the. Really? I didn't know you could do that shit. That's awesome.
Yep. And but he didn't smoke the whole time he was underway. He didn't smoke. You know, he's a very heavy smoker.
Why he didn't trust smoking underwater like that, or?
No, I think he respected that I hated it, so he wouldn't do it around me like that.
Possible.
When he drinks, he doesn't give a fuck, but he was sober because he was underway.
But you can't drink. But you can't drink underway, though, right?
No. So underway he was sober. But when there were other parents down there smoking, I would talk shit to them. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. When they would send me a mask for talking shit to a smoker, fuck them.
During Melbourne, a good beer week, there was a U.S. showcase. They had a heap of hype stuff on tap. Chilean, nice. Good beer week sounds like pretty badass.
I hope he makes fun of the way you just pronounced that city's name.
Melbourne.
Yeah, ask him how to pronounce it.
How do you pronounce it? Say it. Melbourne.
I won't pretend to know. It's something closer to like Melbourne. Something closer to
I've still yet to try Treehouse, hopefully someday. Yeah, they don't really do beer fest. They did local ones around here for a couple times.
Twice.
I just read the bullet comment before I hit it. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, they're pretty secluded. They don't even do like collabs or anything like that. So I would be very, very surprised. But then again, Melbourne. Melbourne. Oh, sorry, I didn't even put it up there so people don't even read it. Well, I'll put this up first, then I'll go back to that last comment. Melbourne. Melbourne. What am I saying? You know me with saying words. I'm terrible. So am I saying it wrong? Mm-hmm. Melbourne. Damn. Now I'm just getting in my own head.
Don't worry about it. This is the more important part. That's horrible. That's so shitty. I'm very sorry. Because the Equilibrium beer is fucking awesome.
Oh my
They're really
goodness.
fucking good.
That's terrible.
Fuck it, that's horrible.
Oh, and that's hard to do when it comes to kegs, because kegs are pretty well sealed. So for kegs to get oxidized.
Well, the beer was probably oxidized. There's probably an issue before they even went to kegs.
Yeah. Oh,
or
terrible.
The kegs came from the same batch, so probably fresh new kegs and probably had problems.
Yeah, that's awful. Oh, that's awful.
Sucks.
Yeah, because Equilibrium, all the stuff we've had has been absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I love them.
But then again, given Treehouse has been doing, they have like they opened like 2 new breweries in a 2-week time span. Maybe they'll start shipping more stuff. Deerfield and then Cape Cod.
Oh,
not 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, but like within a month. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Like
so
cold. Well, weeks? Not cold open. Warm open, or what's the word I'm looking for? Soft open.
Soft open. Yeah.
Yeah. Because both of them are open now for like loose pickup. None of them are open for I don't think pours yet. But cans.
You can get pours in. You can get pours over in.
Yeah. In Charlton. Yeah. Everyone's complaining though, the $65 minimum to get a pour. So you still have to pay $65 of cans to get a pour.
I don't know if that's actually true though, right?
No, it is. Right
Is
now
it?
it is.
That's
People still
horrible.
complain. Which, I don't know. Okay, I guess if you can show a driver's license that says you live within 5 miles, give them a fucking pour. But if you're coming up, you're gonna buy. If you're driving from further than that, right, you're probably going to have to buy cans. Like, and if you're buying like $65 isn't that expensive. But then again, I don't know. I'm just arguing with myself at this point. I've seen people stand in line and get like 2 cans of haze and 2 cans of whatever else. You know what I mean? So, but if you're local, you just want to go get a pour.
Yeah, but I also think that it doesn't matter where you're from. If you want to get a fucking pour, get a pour. It seems weird to have a minimum amount to spend. It sounds silly.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of things I like about Treehouse, but God, they have a lot of things that are fucking stupid.
Max.
Oh, interesting.
I know the liquor thing. Alcoholic seltzer, hard ciders are coming to their farm in Connecticut. 4 locations. Wait, Charlton, Sandwich, Deerfield, Connecticut. Is Connecticut open for cans though? I'm curious. I know the liquor thing. I've seen that. I've seen the seltzer, the coffee. Canned coffee. Yep. And obviously the cold brew you sent, that was awesome. And I've had the beans. Hard cider. I don't think I've had the hard cider though. I thought the cider was just regular cider, but I could be totally wrong because I've been there forever.
The last time I went there, it was such a long time ago. It was when you and I went. Oh, was it me and Reed?
No,
I think me and you.
No, it was you and Reed.
Oh, damn it. That'd be way funny if it was me and you.
Charlton, Deerfield, Cape Cod, and CT is open. Oh, cool. So yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. So wait, so how close is CT to you? Is it super close? Hard cider's only. Oh, hard cider's only available in CT for now. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'd be curious to try their hard ciders. I'm not a hard cider person, but like, I lied. I like hard cider. Like whenever I go to like Beer Fest and there's a cider tent and I try like ciders that have like different stuff in it, it's not just like Angry Ocean. Oh wow, that's really good. Like super dry hop ciders. I'm like, that's really good. I didn't think that was a thing. And then I forget about it immediately.
You were the first person I ever remember ordering a hard cider at a bar. You had like a Magnus or Magnum, whatever the fuck that beer is called. Magnus, right? Magners.
I used to order that all the time at the Old Court. Yeah.
And I thought that shit was horrible. But you used to order it, like it'd be something you order like 1 o'clock. You'd be fucking wrecked out of your shit, and you'd order one. It was weird.
Oh, what at 1 a.m.? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it was late. Yeah.
It was
So
like drinking wine, and they give you a big bottle. Is it true that Treehouse can only have 2 pours? Yeah. So
yeah.
If you go, yep. At least in Charlton, as of right now, I don't know if they're going to change that for other brewers, but yeah, it's 2 pours. Which, oh yeah.
Well, to be fair, that place is in the middle of fucking nowhere. So
yeah,
if you drink a few beers, you'd be expected to drive. It's stupid. Either way, it's stupid. We're not.
Yeah. You had a designated driver, or if you had like a hotel, like it's
that was what was so cool when we both won tickets to go to the anniversary party a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like, when one of us won, it's great because we get to go. But when we both won, we got to bring our ladies.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we weren't married, right? Neither of us. Were we married?
I don't think either of us were married at the time.
We might have been. It doesn't matter, I suppose. But either way,
you may have been. I definitely wasn't, because Kaylee was definitely born then. Yeah.
Yeah, but Kaylee was born way before you got married, Sean. You fucking sinner. You sinner. What a bad Christian you are. But no, Sean, I'm kidding. But no, it was really cool that we got to go because honestly, it was such a good time, and we got to have as many pours as we want.
Yeah, it was freaking fantastic. 2 pour limit. They finally knocked it up. Oh, they knocked off the $55 minimum. Okay, that's fine.
So when I questioned it, like literally 3 minutes ago, and you said no, you're wrong. I was right. Typical. Me right.
Thanks, Max. I'm never gonna live this one down now. Do you know Tom?
Yeah, Tommy the Commie. He's fucking one of my best friends. I love Tom.
Oh,
Really
one of your
fucking
best
love Tom.
friends. Yeah, it better be one of your best friends. If you have multiple best friends, that's no problem. No, that's fine.
He's
No
a
big
little
deal.
higher than you,
Oh,
but
okay. No big deal.
listen, Tom is an absolutely fucking great guy. I've been shit-faced out of my fucking head with him a bunch of times in multiple countries. Fucking great dude. Great dude.
Well, whenever I meet any of your military buddies, usually I get. I'm not going to say usually I get along. I don't think I've never gotten along with any of them, so I get along with all. No, that sounded weird. I get along with all of them. I've never not gotten along with any of them. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Curious to see how the 9th anniversary is. They're having it in person this year. Had crazy fireworks last year. I don't know how I want to know. Do you know how they're doing it? Like I would. I have to imagine if they're doing a lottery, like they probably would exclude or put us lower if we already got one.
Use a different email.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm gonna go to Max's comment. Then I'm gonna go back to yours, Sam. In Shaun's defense, $65 minute. Okay, thank you.
Hold on. But to be fair, it was before I said anything, right?
God damn it. All they did was tease that it's going to be in person on Twitter this week.
Fuck
well, what would be badass is if us two and Max were able to go and then we could all just hang out together. That would be freaking amazing. And then Sam, if you could just get tickets, then you could come from Australia and then you wouldn't have to worry about the 2-pour limit. We could just drink until we passed out on their lawn.
That's fair.
And then, what's the worst
day.
they could do? What's the worst they could do if you passed out on their lawn?
Call the police.
Send you to a hospital. You wake up in a bed.
Police. Nope, call the police.
Wake up on a surface someplace. Free hotel room. I guess you got to pay a fine. But anyways, are you guys sports guys and who are your teams?
We are both sports guys, technically.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I keep forgetting about the wrestling.
Whoa. Shaun, I've been to Red Sox games with you.
Oh, I know. We're definitely sports guys. We've also been to supposed to go to Red Sox games. We didn't go to Red Sox games. I'm definitely an American football type person. Patriots, nail the Bucks because I love touchdown Tommy. But I like the Red Sox. It's baseball. I don't follow as much as I used to. Hockey. I guess the Bruins are in the playoffs. I think they lost the play. I think they got booted out of the playoffs yesterday or the day before or something like that, right? I don't know. Or if they didn't, I just fucking jinxed it. And anyone watching it, like, you asshole. But
Dude,
no,
have
they
you
were
ever
in the
seen
playoffs.
Bruins in person?
Yeah, of course. Hockey in person is really fucking fun.
It's awesome. It's one of the best in-person sports.
Even going to the Lockmushers games or even the UMass Bowl games down at Fungus. No, hockey in person is awesome. I love it. It is really fun to watch because it's probably the closest you're gonna get to. Like you can get super close without paying super expensive tickets for football or even because basketball is more spaced out too.
It's literally in the exact same building as the Bruins.
Yeah, but isn't it more spaced out?
Not really. But we don't get in basketball is people hitting the boards.
Yeah,
the boards just rattle the fucking building.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. But you with sports, where are you with sports?
I mean, I used to be very, 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 very into watching all of the regular with the Bruins, Red Sox, and Celtics and Patriots. But once I moved to Hawaii in my early 20s, it got harder to follow, and I sort of fell off. I still went to see some Bruins, Celtics, and Red Sox games since I moved home. I moved in 2012, I think. I've gone to all those things, but it's harder to follow. My main thing for sports is boxing and mixed martial arts. I watch it every single week, sometimes up to 3 times a week. I love it. That's it.
Yeah. And sometimes you do like watching football. Like you'll come over and you'll sometimes. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
actually, I don't think you came over last year.
No, I don't think I was
Oh,
invited
it's COVID.
this year.
It was COVID. Duh.
Yeah, no, I don't have an issue with football as a sport. American football as a sport. Sorry to be specific. I don't have an issue with it as a sport. I just find I find every single year the rules I don't like. Like every time they have a new rule, I think the rule's stupid.
They do get
You know?
crazier and crazier. Like I get they're trying to protect the players, but at the end of the day, like.
But dude, listen, if you're gonna fucking get hit in the head, you're getting paid enough to do it. You don't have to play the sport. Fucking dummies. It's just not as fun.
Yeah,
the game's not as fun. It's not as fun. Like I like sport better when the quarterback wore the same fucking body armor as the rest of the team. When you see the quarterback in the fucking padding was up to here on the shoulders, before the mobile quarterback era, it was more fun watching those guys get hammered, like watching Drew Bledsoe get fucking clotheslined every week. It was more fun. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. Okay, so
Islanders won. There we go.
But so they have a trail food now in Charlotte. Yeah, I saw there was I think it was Mooski Brews on Instagram. He was there a couple times last week, and he was like, "Oh, there's like mountain bike trails and stuff like that now." I'm like, "Oh, that's really cool." So you can get lost in the woods. I would love to get lost in the woods around Charlton with my 6K. But I guess at that point though, you could buy cans and just walk around in the woods. Like, who cares, right? Like.
Yeah, but Sean, if you buy cans, why don't you go to the barbecue spot and just fucking drink your beers and eat your barbecue?
Why not do both? Drink your barbecue and then walk it off. But then Sam says, that's my dream. Traveling the States, drinking at all my favorite breweries and attending different sports. Yeah, man. And then start a U.S. brewery sports tour. Yeah, Max, that's a very good way to do it. Like we could go to.
No shit.
Yeah, like Trillium has a Fenway spot, right? Like, well, Max just said that. That's why I thought about it. That makes sense. I'm an idiot. But yeah, although you could just then go to a Sox game and then all those spots.
Or what
pick
you could
like
do
a 7
is,
o'clock Sox game, then you're shit faced by the time it starts.
Yeah, then you don't go. Remember, John?
Yeah, we go to a Sox game, do that, and then there's also like a bunch of beer breweries too. You can do Idle Hands before, like Idle Hands a night shift beforehand. Night shift, it is what it is, but I think it would be a cool brewery to hit, regardless.
If I was going to go over in that area, I would just stick to the area. I would do the Trillium spot and just and get food at Yard House. That's what I would do.
Nah, I'd probably just go to 4 Point and get Shake Shack.
Fair enough. Good call. You win. I lose.
I never win. Being Aussie, obviously, I have no allegiance to particular areas. But yes, that's pretty random. Minnesota, San Antonio, Toronto, right? Yeah, Toronto, and then MMA. So that's what Mike's like.
Hold on.
You're
I have to ask a
wrestling.
quick question.
Yeah. Sam said he likes
like
wrestling. That's what I read there. He likes wrestling. Yeah, that's what I read.
Are you an Israel Adesanya fan? Are you a Robert Whittaker fan? I mean, they're relatively local to you. How do you roll with that? Just
what do you?
curious.
Oh, you got a pick? And then
they're both former middleweight champions, Sean. He's wondering.
That's where
one of them's current champion. To be fair, sorry.
At all times.
Yeah, BT Smokehouse, dude, for sure. If
you talk about BTs, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, dude. If for any reason, and Max is right here. If you're gonna go to Treehouse, you have to go to BT's every time. It is to say the Northeast doesn't have good barbecue, because I have Southern friends that will kind of go that direction. BT's is awesome barbecue for Northern people. Just great food. And the wait is worth it 100%. The one time when I was waiting in line, because before, Treehouse lines were really, really insane. It was really, really cold, brutally bitter cold. and I went with my wife or my girlfriend at the time, and she would go from the warm car to come over, sort of give me her body warmth while I was waiting in line, and go back and forth, back and forth. But also, she went and got a bunch of barbecue over at BT Smokehouse while I was waiting in line to get at the time, one of my favorite beers. I'm not going to get into it now because it's not related to this, but it's a great spot. Food is so good. Anytime I've suggested that she and I go to Treehouse, she's like, "Can we go to BT Smokehouse?" We always go. It's so fucking good. It's a absolutely stellar Northeast barbecue. Awesome. God, fucking damn it. If I wasn't busy this weekend, I'd be heading down there. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe next weekend. The weekend following this current weekend. Let's see here. Love what we're good. 100% big fan. I think he's awesome. I've been a fan of him for years. The first time I saw him fight, unfortunately, was when he got knocked out by Wonder Boy. But great champion, great fighter. I love him. I've enjoyed his career post championship too. He's awesome. Love that guy. Actually, a couple more before Shaun gets crazy. Yeah, Liddell was a big time name. I was never a huge fan of him. I like watching him fight. He was fun to watch, but like I like guys like Forrest Griffin and Anderson Silva, and in that era anyway. That type of stuff. I like that sort of longer. I wasn't a big fan of the brawler type fighters, and other than like say Justin Gaethje, I'm not really a big fan of big brawler fighters either. Anyway, and Josh Koscheck, Jesus Christ. Josh Koscheck was like a heel. I'm talking about like playing to wrestling terms. He's kind of a dildo. Not a very well liked guy, but just good winner though. Won a lot of fights.
Fair enough.
And BT's Max, is BT's even 10 minutes from Treehouse? Is it even 10 minutes? I feel like the highway's 10 minutes from Treehouse. BT's like literally could piss into that place from Treehouse. Well, from the main road.
So good. It's so good.
So good. Yeah.
Plenty of good. Oh yeah. Good point. Desert 96. Forgot about that. Folks beer. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Good call. Fucking Max, fucking outdoing us on good breweries.
That's why we're not professionals.
We're not professionals. We just drink a lot.
Well, we'll just drink on the internet. It's gonna be great.
I think I'm gonna move back to doing the IPA.
I just finished my glass. I have half of it in the cooler. I guess I'll finish the glass too. This was fun. I was going into this. I was a little apprehensive because I was like, "That's a lot of fucking beers." But and I was also like, just the setup idea was kind of how I was going to figure this out. But yeah, no, this has been extremely fun.
It's really fun. It's also kind of cool to interact with Max in real time.
Yeah, and Sam's. They're like, "Hey, I just got up."
Yeah, has he done anything? Has he interacted with us on YouTube that you remember?
Well, you're gonna put me on the spot. I'm gonna say I don't remember. So maybe if you actually you could actually know this.
I don't interact on YouTube at all, so I don't mean that in any way because I just don't, almost at all. But it's been fun. Like I don't know, this has been a good time.
It's been a blast.
Sorry. Sam, we get back to what we talked earlier. Everyone hated Josh Koscheck. I loved him. Brilliant wrestler. Yeah, dude, he's just. I said he was a heel, just kind of a shitty dude. Probably not someone you want to hang out with, but he just won fights. You know, good. I mean, not at the end. I guess he got stopped by time.
Have I watched a fight with him?
No. He hasn't fought in UFC in fucking at least 8 years. Like maybe 6 or 8 years. Long time. Sorry, Sam. Every once in a while, every few years, we get Shaun to watch a UFC or MMA card with us. He pretends to give a shit, and he just acts relieved for like 2 years afterwards.
I'm like, oh, I don't have to deal with this again. Oh no, but the thing is, I do. Jeez, I keep doing that. I do like watching them, but it's just like my thing is like,
they go late.
why do they start at 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock like Eastern. So like that's, and then they get over at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh, I should have been in bed when they started. Oh, no,
It is funny because I say that like I'm like, oh, it's not too bad, but like literally last night I was watching a card like this is too fucking late. Fuck this, I went to bed.
There was a card last night.
I put it in the group messenger, Shaun. You must not read my messages.
With who? Reed or?
No, with you and Reed.
When did you text it?
At like maybe 10 or 11.
Oh, I was definitely asleep.
Yeah. No, basically, I was staying up to watch what's called PFL. There's another organization.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that is.
Well, the issue wasn't so much 10 o'clock. The issue was that I was looking like that the main event wasn't going to start till like fucking like 1 or after. Dude, this is Thursday. What are you fucking doing?
Where do they play out of? Where are they based out of?
I don't even know. But the issue is that they're trying to want to make it watchable for even the West Coast. But it's dumb. I woke up like 2 or 3 in the morning and I just watched the fight in bed. It was a good fight. It's good. I'm glad that I watched it, but it's just fucking bullshit to like to sit there and expect East Coast fans to watch shit at 1:30 in the morning on a weekday. It's fucked up.
Yeah, that's insane. And so, how do you watch it though? Is it the same? Because I know watching UFC is like super expensive. You got to pay for.
No, PFL I watch on ESPN.
Oh, it's actually on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, ESPN or ESPN Plus, one or the other. I mean, I have our cable connected to the app, so I don't even know what's what anymore. I was watching it together.
Okay, gotcha. So Mike says there's only 2 stoplights from Treehouse. Yeah,
That's fair.
But it seems like it's like the last time I was there, I went with a buddy from work, and it was not dead, but it wasn't. There was like no line. We got a parking lot. We got a parking space in the lot, but sometimes it's like super busy. Back to alcohol. Yeah, thank you for reeling us back in. We need this, Sam. We need this. We need to be reeled back in. Have you guys tried much hyped mead? No. When it comes to hyped mead, I don't even know what hyped mead is. I have mead from my bachelor party or your bachelor party? Mine. That we went to. Remember when you were saying like you didn't go into the meadery? I went with Teddy Bonkers. I have that bottle downstairs. It's like hop mead. I don't know. Does hop mead fall off? But where is Shram's and Superstition? Are they local or are they? Mead is like a thing where. And I guess I have a question too. Does mead last if you open it?
I have mead still, and I've had it for a few years. I probably should drink it from Groenfell Meadery. I don't know where they're located. It's in Vermont, but I got it at a spot up sort of where we stayed from my bachelor party.
Mm-hmm.
And this stuff was awesome. They did like dry hopped sort of meads. They're awesome. Very, very, very good stuff. But as far as like hyped mead, I don't even know. Honestly, I would be.
When it comes to mead, I still don't even know. Like, I guess that's a really good topic to talk about. Like, I'm ignorant in a lot of ways. Like, when you think about mead, like you think about it in small portions because they're like relatively high ABV, but they're about the same ABV as a glass of wine, right? Like 14, 15%.
But could you imagine drinking? They're usually like a higher ABV beer, not so much.
Oh,
if you get canned meads, I've had it usually like 9 or 10% usually. Canned mead. Yeah.
But like when I think of mead though, like they're just super sweet. Like I don't want to drink that much in a sitting. You know, like even like small amount, like drinking like a glass like this of mead. Nope.
Do you ever have Dragon's Blood? Mm-hmm. That stuff is like very, very sweet, very, very complex and fucked up. Last time I had it was at that spot in Somerville you used to go to. Oh, you and I haven't been there, but they're gone. Sunset Tap something.
I don't know.
No, Sunset. Remember in Somerville?
Oh, Sunset Grill and I thought you said Sunset Tapas. Sunset Grill and Tap. Yeah.
Yeah. It was there. Last time I had it.
It's not there anymore.
Yeah. No, I know it's not there, but I'm saying that like that's the last time I had it, and it was fucked up. It was very, very, very strong, very complex, very strange. It wasn't like a normal drink.
Well, I remember when for my bachelor party, the place where I had that bottle of meat from, the hop one, they had multiple ones, and they were very distinctive, and they were very good. But like when I think of meat, like I just always have this. It's thick. It's because it's made from honey, so it's got this, or maybe they're not. Maybe all of them.
Yeah, no. Sometimes you get it. They're very, very light and crisp and very effervescent. You can get them in very strange. They're all over the place. But
and I've never had it like effervescent. I've never had it like super carbonated. I've never. It's usually just like something you would think to have as like a an after dinner drink, like in a small little.
I'll say this on camera. In a couple weeks, we should go to that spot up in Manchester that I went to. The guy who invited us both up there.
Oh yeah. Let's
do it.
Definitely.
We'll do it in a couple weeks on a Saturday maybe.
Where did that light come from? That's weird.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Go ahead. So wait. So Sam said not sure where they are in the States. Just for the. Every time I click it, the light comes on. Oh, that's weird. I'm drinking too much. Sure you really want to try. Yeah, I just never heard of that. But like when it comes to meads, I like know like I could probably name 3 of them off the top of my head. Moonlight Meadery, the place Mike just mentioned, can't remember it, and then the place we went to in Portland. But Max said mead can be much. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so maybe it's just I'm just ignorant enough to mead being that type of thing. Like, can you can mead? And like I just think of mead and I just think of like this syrupiness, and I like it. I do like it, but it's just like this small thing. I'll drink like a couple sips of it, and then like, this is really good, and then I'll be like, okay, that's good. I'll go on to the next thing. But if you can get meads like in 5% and just drink it in like a pint glass, that sounds pretty damn awesome. Have you guys tried much modern UK stuff? Their game is breweries like. So the only one out of all those, me personally, is Cloudwater. Cloudwater, Mike and I went to a beer fest a few years ago. It was McKellar's Copenhagen Beer Fest, and Cloudwater was there. And Cloudwater has done some collabs with Trillium too, and the Cloudwater stuff has been fantastic. And I have some friends out in the UK, and then we also have some beer tuber friends too. That talk about it. Verdant, actually, looking at Verdant again. I've heard Verdant, never had it, but Cloudwater is the only one that I've definitely had, and I know they're good. When it comes to UK stuff, for me personally, I used to go to the UK a lot for work, like 8+ years ago, and I was just your not run of the mill, but like lagers, ales, cast style stuff, and it was always great. I used to love going there to get like that different vibe. But Cloudwater is the only one I've ever tried, and probably for you too, Mike, right?
Yes.
But yeah, I guess we're at like an hour 53. We could probably slowly wrap it up.
Yeah, I do have to go, Shaun. I have some work stuff to handle. I've been getting messages for like 2 hours of things I should probably handle from work. So.
But it's 8:00 on a Friday.
I know, but the shop is open until 10:30 at night. So
y'all need some Horace in your life. Whores or Horace? Horace aged ale? What?
Horace. What is Horace, Shaun?
I'm thinking he's saying Horace aged ale.
But where are they?
Midwest? Nope, I lied. California.
No, fair enough.
Because we've had a few things that they've done with Trillium. I had one recently that I drank by myself, and I drank over the course of 3 days. It was so sweet. Horses in Cali. Max, as always, keeping us on. Because we're terrible.
Yeah,
But yeah,
shows
Mike.
the Oceanside.
Yeah. But you know, they do all that like crazy stouty stuff. That's awesome. But yeah, Mike said to go do some work stuff, so I think we're gonna end this. Ooh. Timber has the stuff I've had from Timber has been amazing. That probably won his life, or Oceanside Otter. Is that why they call that one? Anyways, but yeah, I think 2 hours is good for us. We had some good interaction. We finally got to do. I meant to go like this because I meant to put the other cans up there and I didn't. I only have two. I only have those. Oh yeah, because Carrie has the other one. We did all of those. There we go. Thank you. And then that. But thank you everybody for tuning in, interacting. That it wasn't just Mike and I just shooting the shit, which is fun. But you know what? Sometimes we get bored with each other because we talk all the time. So. Oh, did you mean you don't get bored? Oh, well, I didn't mean that. Like, oh, that's awkward. Anyways, but yeah, thank you everyone for commenting. This has been super fun. Definitely going to try to do more live streams this summer. Outdoor stuff, indoor stuff. Mike's got a lot of brewery stuff. He just got a new brewery package that I said I didn't want any of to buy myself, but he got some stuff that I do want to drink, and he has 2 cans. So down in the comments, if you want to see us drink those remotely, so that he has to give me one of the cans. So let us know that. And if you want us, and if we're going to do it remotely, we got to do it out of proper glassware. So that means he has to give me one of the glasses he got too. So yeah, down in the comments. Look.
Whether Kerry wants it or not, you're getting one of those fucking glasses. That's the end of the story.
Yeah, I keep
I'm not
hitting the
sitting on
damn
two of those
thing.
fucking glasses in my fucking vibe bar. One.
Well,
you get the other one.
well,
Sorry.
Chan's gonna
Sorry,
get.
Kerry.
You're just saying that because Chan's not gonna like the other glass elsewhere. So.
Pretty much.
Anyways, again, thank you everybody for watching, everybody for commenting, having a conversation. We wouldn't be doing this without you. This has been a fucking blast, and live streams are the funnest.
Excellent.
And this is the first time we're doing it on Facebook, I think. But either way, cheers, everyone. Happy Friday.
Cheers.
Have a good weekend.